And I am raw to the bone. But y'all knew that already. Happy Monday, y'all. Monday comes around so fast. And it's even coming around faster for me because I'm trying to get ready for a trip. And I just started making my list. And I'm a little bit stressed already because I never think my suitcase is going to fit enough. And I always swear I'm going to pack light and I always lie and I don't. So, anyway, y'all. But with that, I'm going to give y'all the morning vibes as I get my shit together over here. All right? Because you know what I say. It's going to be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gon' rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you want.
Hey, Ravishing
Step four,
Cocktails.
everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. It is. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Hey. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Good morning. Yes. Hey, Michigo. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey, Angel. Ups and downs, just like every different season, y'all. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, y'all. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, y'all. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Get this message. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience, one day at a time. It's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day, y'all. I say that because how many days am I away from my vacation? I mean, I don't mean to celebrate in y'all face like this, but I mean, I'm excited. I'm so excited because one, it's a vacation that I didn't even plan. It was a vacation that fell on my lap, and I've never had a vacation fall on my lap. God has been so good to me lately. I really can't complain. I mean, I got some shit going on in my life that'll make you cringe. You heard what the song said, right? Other days I'm up, other days I'm barely breathing, y'all. You hear the words in that song? Some days I'm up, hey interior room, and some days I'm barely breathing, y'all. But y'all wouldn't know that. There has been days that I've jumped on coffee with friends and I was barely breathing, y'all, but I was able to get through the show. Y'all don't know how y'all brought me through so much stuff, right? I love y'all. I love y'all. And so, yes, I'm in celebratory mode. I have started to create my list. I created my list because I cannot pack a bag without writing a list. And the sad shit of it is, every time I pack to go on vacation, I always say to myself, don't overpack, Robin. Don't overpack. Don't the fuck overpack. And every time I go, I overpack. Let me explain to y'all why. One, because my cosmetics are off the fucking chain. I'm going to Target today, or Walmart, or Marshalls,
or one of these motherfuckers and get me some cheap traveling cosmetic bags that you could squish down. Because normally I put my shit in Ziplocs. I put my toothpaste, my oils, my perfumes, everything in Ziplocs, and I do that. But I'm gonna go and look for a couple of inexpensive cosmetics bags, right? At Target or some shit, and pack my shit in these cosmetic bags. Now, I was tempted to go look for another suitcase, but you know what? Fuck that. I'm not going to go buy another suitcase. Whatever the fuck, it got to all fit in this one. Oh, Angel, I love that. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. Because, I didn't know what this show was going to turn into when I started it. I just jumped on here and was like, what the fuck y'all doing? Right? And so I'm trying to pack better. So I'm going to go get me like 2 cosmetic bags to try to organize my cosmetics better. I am going to get, I haven't even thrown my hats in there yet. I'm trying to figure that shit out. How am I wear a big hat with all this big hair? Oh, I'm not going to wear hats. Maybe I'm going to wear a hat. Maybe I'm not going to wear a hat. I'm definitely going to wear head wraps. So head wraps are easy to pack. All right. And so wish me luck on my suitcase, y'all, because it's fucking ridiculous. I didn't even check my ticket to see if I could take a carry-on bag, because I don't know. I might have to do that shit. Like, y'all seen that new trick? Hillbilly said extra large carry-on plus the large purse. I know, right? But I gotta see, because you know how these flights are. They be like no carry-ons. I don't know what my travel agent booked me on. But you know what I'm thinking about doing? Y'all see that new trick where people take pillowcases and they pack shit in pillowcases and they use it as a pillow on the ship? Yeah, that might be me. I might stuff some shit in a pillowcase. All right. And a silk pillowcase with another pillowcase inside, zip the shit up with some stuff in it and lay on it like it's a motherfucking pillow. I seen that trick. Did y'all see that trick? All right. Good morning, Hearts of Fire. Angel. So, Angel, I just want to clear something up real early in the morning, because last week you said something about being single. You're not single again, right? You still with your boo? This is our business, because once you come on here and you tell us about your love life and your business, it's our business. Are you still with your boo, Angel? Because last week Hearts of Fire broke up with hers, and I need to keep up with your feelings on here. I just want to make sure, because then I was confused, because Angel, then you turned around and said you had a date night. So I was trying to figure out, did y'all break up, make up? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yes. Hey, Glamour 47. Ravish Cocktail said, I bought clothing racks to actually take out and look at what I'm bringing and not bringing. Oh my God, Ravishing Cocktails. Isn't it the worst? And every, being that this is an all adult cruise, I just want to say this, y'all. I am for all the shits. I'm for all the adult shits. Where's Donovan and Damaris this morning? I'm for all the adult shits. They could tell you. So I had to text my travel agent, being that me and her are sharing the same cabin and going to be on the boat together. I was like, hey, aspire to travel more. This is an adult cruise, right? And she was like, yeah. I said, don't judge me, because I do all the shits. Now, I'm not talking about interacting with other people. That's not what I'm talking about. I keep my privates to myself. I keep my mouth to myself. I don't go on vacation and be fucking and sucking. I don't do that, right? I don't want to be bringing back no foreign particles. But when I say I am for the shits, I am for the shits. My outfits, okay, Angel, I got you. My outfits are going to be, they're going to be adult as fuck. One night they have a PJ party. Pajama party, you say, on an all adult cruise? What am I going to step out with? I'm going to be as adult as fuck with my PJs. They ain't going to be no pants and cotton top type shit. No, it's going to be an adult pajama. Then they got a scarlet night, right? Now, normally people throw all white parties, right? But no, they got a scarlet night. So I said, I don't have nothing scarlet. But then I say, yes, I do. It ain't really for me to be wearing outside, but I'm going to wear it on this boat. So listen, she said to me, she said, Robin, do you? I'm a judge-free zone. So when I go to these adult, resorts, that's why when we go to an adult resort, next summer, this summer coming, when we go to an adult resort, we are going to sign an NDA because y'all motherfuckers not gonna come back here talking about you saw my nipples, you saw the crack of my ass. You're not gonna come back here talking no shit. I will sue you. You're not gonna say nothing. Don't get yourselves in trouble. All right. This is why I say NDAs are important because some of us do this adult shit. We dress accordingly to the fucking themes that's happening. If you want to come with your granny pajamas on, that's on you. But I will not be wearing granny pajamas. I'm showing up in full PJ theme the adult way. And so the same shit is probably going to happen when we take our trip, our Coffee with Friends trip in the summertime. It's going to be adult themes, okay? And I don't want to hear no babies, all right? We don't want to hear nobody crying over no jealousy and shit like that. Sign the damn NDAs. All right? Heart to Fire with the passionate people. I love it. Interior said, Heart to Fire, you have a spectacular day too. Thanks for speaking that on all of us. Yes, thanks for calling us passionate people because we love that. Hey, Fire One. Ravishing Cocktail said, adult only, Virgin Voyages. Yup, adult only. Adult only, yes. Hey, Nessa Bug. Hey, One Reliable Sin. So, Angel, we keep up with what's going on in each other's lives. And last week, Heart to Fire dumped her boyfriend, right? And so Angel had hinted towards something, and we here to support you emotionally and shit. And the funny thing about dating and being in relationships, I was out Saturday night, and my girlfriends said, this is why they don't be posting their booze and shit so early because shit don't be lasting, y'all. I be scared. Like I posted my boo on the day of the wedding when I was in the wedding and shit like that. And y'all ain't seen him since because I be like, I don't want to celebrate and shit. And then the shit don't work out. And I be out here like, the fuck? I'm trying to do things different. I'm trying to keep things low key. I'm trying to be as low key as possible, hoping that the longevity is there, y'all. It's rough out here in these fucking streets. 1 minute you got a boo, and the next minute you boo the fuck who in? Angel said, laugh out loud. We haven't had the official conversation, but shit, what's understood don't need to be said. I made a comment about showing up for myself in ways that others haven't in the past. So what's the delay on the official conversation? And Angela, I'm not judging you because there's a lot of official conversations I need to be having, and I haven't had them shits myself. What's keeping you from having the official conversation? Right? And what are the roadblocks in the relationship at this particular time? But today's topic, y'all, but I'm gonna frame out today's topic so we can start thinking about today's topic, right? And this topic has been moving around social media. And, it had me thinking because I had to think back to my friends, to myself, to a lot of motherfuckers I know. And I was like, damn, I understand why this topic is floating around. So the topic is single mother, but you're married and in a relationship with your baby daddy. Y'all all living in the same house, but yeah, you're still a single mother. This has been the topic of discussion going around in social media for families that have children and the woman of the house is still operating as a single parent. What does that mean to you when you hear that? Single mother, but married and still in a relationship with the baby daddy. What does that statement mean to you? And have any of you on here experienced being a single mother, but still having a husband and still having an active participant baby daddy? Let's talk about that because that's one of the things we need to do better in our community because right away people think, oh, you live in a house with your mother and father and so everything is real cootie good, right? But that's not always the case. Just because you live in a house with your mother and your father don't mean that both parties are participating in the growth and the nurturing of that child. I'm just saying. Okay. Angel said, I'm honestly afraid of rejection and afraid to rock the boat. Angel! I get it. I fucking get that whole statement right there. I get that whole statement. You don't know. You done took them words right out my mouth. Didn't I just say, I have a lot of official conversations I need to have? But I too am afraid of rejection. I wasn't always afraid of rejection, but trauma, life experiences, things that hurt me have put me in a situation where I'm afraid of rejection, right? Or what is it you want to have the conversation about that you're afraid he's going to reject? What gives you the inclination that he might reject what you're bringing to the table, right? Think about that. Heart to Fire said, as a grown person, I'm okay with posting and not posting. It's all in your own personal headspace and judgment. So damn true. Exactly. Right? Everybody don't have to post their significant others, but when people do, I love seeing it. Right? But it feels so bad when you post somebody and you're having such joy with this person and you're celebrating. And then the next minute, like the first thing that happened, like with my last relationship, we posted up on social media all the time. We were like a staple on social media. And so when things went bad in our relationship, I didn't even have to tell the world. I didn't even have to tell the world. Everybody was like, what happened to the pictures? Where's the pictures? No more pictures. I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking stressed, right? Because now I got people asking me shit. So this time around, I'm real cautious with that shit, y'all. All right. Yes, Heart to Fire. Love is a gamble, but please, we scared. We scared, Heart to Fire. We scared. I quicker to put my penny in a slot machine in Atlantic City and Las Vegas before I have a conversation about love. It's scary. Nobody wants to be rejected. Angel said, we haven't discussed exclusivity, but I did ask if he was still on the dating app or seeing other women. He confirmed that he isn't doing either one. Okay. He isn't doing either one. All right. So, but you're still not sure if you're exclusive. That's what you're saying. Heart to Fire said, what the fuck are y'all scared of? Rejection. Didn't we just say that, Heart to Fire? Oh my God. Let me put the damn guest link up here because Angel, I feel you. I do because I'm at a crossroad too, baby. Because I got a lot of things to say to my boo. I just be like, if I say this shit, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be out there. And I don't want to be rejected. That's what we scared of. That is what we are scared of. All right? Heart to Fire said, I just cut those ties and move on. You a gangster. Zen said, we tend to suffer from rejection, sensitivity, dysphoria, where we can experience severe emotional sensitivity and emotional pain. Yeah. I know. Interior Rue, you and Heart to Fire are beasts. Interior Rue said, I love Heart to Fire. Why are we so scared? No, she didn't say, why are we so scared? She said, why the fuck? You got to get the right words out. She said, why the fuck are y'all scared? I'm scared of rejection. I am, Angel. I understand. And you know what? I've never been afraid before, but this is when you've been disappointed Oh, I missed the first part. Zen said, morning peeps. This is the first part. At Angel, some people with ADHD experience rejection differently. We tend to suffer from rejection, sensitivity, dysphoria, where we can experience severe emotional sensitivity and emotional pain. Okay, now it makes sense. Thank you, Zen, for catching me. Well, I don't know if I have ADHD, but I'm an overthinker. I'm really bad like that. I'm an overthinker. But lately I have been talking myself up the bravery to discuss the things that I need to discuss, because this is how we get ourselves in trouble, y'all. We find ourselves in relationships with people for months and months and years, and we never had the conversation. And then we wake up and realize that this motherfucker didn't really want to be with us, not for long term. And then we looking at each other like, what? Well, we didn't have the conversation. So we can't pin people to the wall unless there's something we can pin them to the wall with. We need to have the conversation. All right. And I'm saying this to give myself the courage. I'm the lion right now from the fucking Wizard of Oz. I need some damn courage. We need courage, Angel. Okay. We need courage. The fuck? Okay. While Angel is making her way home, she gonna join in on a live while she making her way home. Cause I'm at that crossroad too with my boo. Now I've been seeing my boo for a year. Now we need I met the mother, right? I need a conversation. I want to know, right? It's very scary out here. Everyone is scared. Everyone is guarded. Even these men are guarded. No one wants to be hurt. But while Angel is making her way home, I'm going to read y'all today. Hey, Fancy K. I'm going to read y'all today's motivation, because that might help our asses a little bit. Today is November 14th. All right. The greatest service I can offer is doing what needs to be done. Doing what needs to be done. Have the conversation, y'all. Do what the fuck needs to be done. All right. Of course, you deserve to have things you want in life. Come on now. We, me, Angel, Heart to Fire, Interior, Fancy, Zen, we all deserve the things that we want in life. Of course, you are worthy of having them. That's relationships too, right? These are givens. The question is, are you willing to do the work required to get what you want? What we talking about? What are we talking about? We're talking about being afraid of rejection. But what did Ayan Levanzant say? The question is, are you willing to do the work required to get what you want? Are you? Okay. I am not talking about physical work. Oh no. Most of the time we are all ready and willing to kill ourselves working to get things we want. If that is all it takes, everyone's success would be assured. It is the mental, emotional, spiritual work that we usually overlook. Okay. When there is something that you really want, like that motherfucking man, like that man, there is one thing you must really do. Focus. Focus. When there is something that you really want, there is one thing you must really do. Focus. Focus your thoughts. Focus your energy. I'm trying, Lord. Jesus, I'm trying. All right. When you really want to focus on something, there is something you must develop and maintain. Discipline. Discipline. You must be disciplined about what you think. You must do everything in a disciplined way. When you are working to master the art of discipline, there is something you must be. Let me read that again. You must do everything in a disciplined way. When you are working to master the art of discipline, there is something you must be. Obedient. That comes with your love life. You got to focus. You got to be obedient, right? That comes with your fitness goals. That comes with your mental healing. That comes with everything. You got to focus, right? You got to be obedient. Obediently follow your first focused thought. Obediently follow your first focused thought. So, Angel, when you thought about having the conversation about exclusivity, but didn't want to push the envelope because you were afraid of rejection, this says obediently follow your first focused thought. That means to me, go ahead and carry out that conversation. Go with it. Go with it, because at the end, you're going to find out whether this relationship is for you or not. I'm telling you. I'm telling it to myself too. Because shit, I certainly don't have this shit right, but I want to get it right. Okay? Obediently follow through on your disciplined actions that you take. What does that mean to me? That means that if I'm out here talking about I deserve the love that I need, right? And I deserve the respect that I need, and I'm out here promoting communication, obediently follow through on your disciplined actions that you take. Obediently follow through. When you are really obedient, there is one thing you will undoubtedly develop: focus. With focus, discipline, and obedience, you will reach any goal successfully. You know, I remember when someone said that I'm on a Peloton high, right? Because I ride my Peloton, a lot. And they said that I'm on a Peloton high. It's not that I'm on a Peloton high. I'm focused. Right now, I'm not focused in every aspect of my life, but I'm focused on the physical aspect of my life, getting my body where I want it to be. Where do I want it to be? I don't know as far as visual aspects, right? But I know I want it to be strong. I know I need it to be healthy. I know that I'm getting up in age. And I know when I get up and down off this couch, I make sounds. I know that, right? And so I'm trying to do my best to stay mobile, flexible, strong. I'm focused, which feeds into my discipline and my obedience, right? Now I need to do the same thing in this fucking relationship. The fuck? Until today, you may have believed that you could physically work your way to success. Just for today, focus your energy and attention on the mental, emotional, and spiritual work that will serve you as you reach for your highest and greatest good. Today, I am devoted to being obediently disciplined about the things I am focused on being and doing. A message to myself and to Angel and to all of us. Okay? Interior said, I am willing to do the work. Fire One said, what's the conversation? Is it marriage? If so, we men know by 6 months if we want to marry them or not. Oh! Baby, I've been with my man a year. What you saying? He don't want to marry me? I'm going to have to have this conversation. That's what y'all saying? That's what y'all saying? Wait until I finish this show. He getting ready to get a text. I don't know if he at work or not, but I'm be like, oh, somebody on my show said a man know right away whether he want to be with his woman and marry his woman within by 6 months. What's up? I'm just saying. Why we got to see? This is why y'all men don't like us, because we come up front with the shit. Then y'all be like, we too direct, we too forefront. But come on. You heard what Fire One said. The topic today is really single mother and single mothers that are in marriages and in relationship with their baby daddies. But the conversation could easily change. You know, if we got a flow here going with this, I'm liking this shit too. All right. Fancy K said at Fire One, oh really? How do y'all know so quickly? Thank you. Great question. How do you know so quickly? Interior said, is 6 months quick? Fire and One is a man. So I'm going to take his fucking word for it. Fire and One is a man, and he's on here. He said, yeah, it don't take us long. A man knows right away. Where my man? Where the fuck my man? He must not want to marry me. He must not. Where my damn man? Okay, where he at? Y'all got me all upset now. Y'all got me in my feelings. Okay? I mean, the fuck? Good morning, I am Jacinta. Oh, Hearts of Fire said, I'm just free now for AG. AG is on social media break. Well, he's partly on social media break because he's on TikTok, but he's not on IG and Facebook yet. I guess he'll come back soon. You know, every now and again, people take a break from social media. I've never taken a break from social media. Does it really affect y'all that much? I mean, I don't know. But choices. Angel said, yes, Zen. I don't want to claim that, but I low-key identify with that. Understood. The ADHD and the sensitivity and the dysphoria. Yeah. I understand it. And I understand it. Johnny Leon Hill said, better know now to waste time to try to figure out down the road. That part. That's the fucking part, Angel and Robin. That's the part. We don't want to go and find out. See, I did that before. I did it. 20 years later, I still was not married to this man. I had an engagement ring on my finger and everything. He did everything to coddle me. He did everything to keep me quiet, to keep me around. But I'm not making that same mistake no more. These men know. They know. And so we have to be brave enough to have the conversations with our partners so that we don't waste our time, like Johnny said. It's better to know now than waste your time. It's better to snot nose cry, sit on the toilet, shit your guts out right the fuck now than wait years down the road. It is. Yes, I am Jacinta. Get the book. It's called Until Today. Until Today. This book was gifted to me by AG. This book was gifted to me by AG when I was going through a really emotional time. AG gave me this book, and I love this book. Theo also reads the book. If you follow her, she posts the daily motivations on social media. It's a good book. Oh, Johnny said, don't send that man that text. Okay, Johnny, thank you. See, I almost messed up. So, Johnny, what should I do? Tell me what to do, Johnny. It's been a year. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Fancy K said anterior root. Hell yeah, that's quick. I think I would need longer than 6 months to know that I want to say yes. That's interesting. Well, that's interesting. They say men know. You know, men know fairly quickly, 3 to 6 months if they want to marry you. But what about women? How long does it take a woman to know? Johnny, tell me what to do. You said don't send the text. The fuck? I understand to say, yeah, I got to get that book because that's the truth. Sometimes you have to do the work within, letting go of the past. Yes, baby. I understand to also say, oh my God, this reading was for me. Man, I could cry right now. I got to stay the course with getting my mind and body prepared for entering this journey into motherhood. Yes, I am Jacinta. Get your body and your mind in. Wait, huh? I am Jacinta. Is this something you want to tell us? You said, I need to get my mind and body prepared for entering into this journey into motherhood. Is this a congratulations? Did you sneak something out? Are we celebrating? Is Coffee with Friends having a new baby? Let us know. Heart to Fire said, they do. That's why you have to have the conversation. I could never marry anyone who doesn't satisfy my sexual needs. Dude, take your ring and house and keys back. You have to set the atmosphere for that conversation, Robin. Do y'all see the stress? You know, and you know what's crazy, y'all? You know, and you know, I know my show is public. So I know motherfuckers can hear my show. And so even though I be like, shoot, don't tell nobody. I know people, this show is public, right? But we unpacking our truths here, right? Ain't no secret, right? Normally, I kind of just flow with things or whatever the case may be. But for me, this time around, I'm being intentional. I feel like I'm moving with intention. I'm being real intentional, right? And when I look back across my life and across my other relationships, I don't think I ever moved this intentional before in my life, right? Which tells me something. And that's probably what makes me nervous, right? Because this particular relationship, I'm moving with intention. Like it's got all of my attention. It does, right? You know, when you have a relationship where the chemistry match, everything is just fire. And I don't want to mess that up. But you're right, Heart to Fire. I'm not gonna do it by text. All right, relax, y'all. I'm not gonna do it by text. I am not. Yes, I am Jacinta. Congratulations to I am Jacinta. I am Jacinta said, I am expecting the expecting. Congratulations. I love it. We are having a coffee with friends, baby, y'all. It's all of our baby, right? Because we're all in it with you. I am Jacinta. So don't be one of those people that have your baby and be trying to hold a secret and not show us a picture of your baby because it's our baby. This is a Coffee with Friends baby. All right. So keep us updated throughout the life of your pregnancy. All right. The ups, the downs, the good and the bads, because we are here to support you through it. Interior Ruth said, Roy, I have always been told by my male friends that if we ask them, then it might not be what we want. Wait a minute, Roy, I always been told by my male friends that if we have to ask, then it might not be what we want. Allow the man to tell us if we are exclusive or not. I don't know how much I agree with that though. So we must wait for the man to tell us whether we're exclusive or not. I don't know if I agree with that. Like, I need to ask the motherfucker, are we exclusive? But how do you do that? Because you don't want to hear, no, I'm fucking other bitches, because then I'm going to cut you. I'm coming, Angel. Me and you are twins today. Oh, you're not pregnant yet. Oh, God. I am Jacinta. You know, you're working on it. You're thinking about it. All right. All right, you're thinking about it. All right, so we done got happy real quick. Hey, Madison. Hey, Damaris. Damaris, you done missed it. I done called your name and talked about you because I talked about the cruise and I talked about my adult outfits. And I had to tell my travel agent, since I'm traveling with her, I was like, please don't judge me because I do this adult shit. And I was like, Damaris and Donovan know, right? So when they say pajama party, Damaris, they are having a pajama party on the boat. I got my outfit. I got my outfit. Okay. They are doing a scarlet party on the boat. I got my outfit. Listen, I'm telling y'all, don't judge. I might not pack one bra, but I will pack some pasties. All right. Because what I need a bra for? I'm just saying. Okay, Twan the Don. Twan the Don said he's absolutely right. What part? That the man knows within 6 months whether he wants to marry you? Let me get Angel on this screen. Let's talk about what's going on. Angel, let me turn the camera around so IG can hear what's going on with our Coffee with Friends member Angel.
Good morning. Oh no, is my signal bad?
Oh, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay. So I just wanted to just jump on and just say, like, I heard something today that was so profound. Like it just goes to show you that like the universe knows exactly what you need, right? So we're talking on this show about, I had mentioned that I'm afraid to have the conversation. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid that of rocking the boat, right? So I was listening to a podcast before yours came on, and in this podcast, he gave a statistic. He said that 85% of the things that we worry about will never fucking happen. 85% will never fucking happen. And then on top of that, an additional 12% of the things that we worry about will never happen, will not happen anywhere nearly as bad as how we think it will happen. So that means that 97%, that leaves only 3%, right?
That means we acting crazy for no
We're
fucking
acting
reason.
fucking crazy for no reason. For no fucking reason.
But what is your fear?
Okay, hold on.
I mean,
He
what I'm
also
just
said-
blatantly saying rejection, like,
Right,
'cause I can
right.
tell you what my fear is. Go
But
ahead.
listen, hold on. He said that a lot of us carry mountains that we were only meant to climb. So we done been through some shit. We done been through some trauma. We done been through some rejection. And we just supposed to climb that mountain. We're not supposed to carry it with us for the rest of our fucking lives. You know what I'm saying? Now, is this right in line with what we talking about right now? Like,
Yes.
that's crazy. It is so
Yes.
crazy to me that I heard that first, and then I get on your podcast, and then I hear this. I'm like, oh my God, the universe, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I need to have this conversation. I'm afraid of putting myself out there and not having my feelings reciprocated, even though, and this falls into that 85%. This man has told me that he loves me. This man is investing time, money.
Wait, he said what? He said what?
Oh yeah, he told me.
How he say it? I love you, girl, or did he say I love you?
I
mean,
listen, I'll get a good morning text. Good morning, honey. I love you. Have a great day today.
Okay.
We went and saw Black Panther last night. Before we left, he was like, okay, good night. I love you. Call me when you get home. He says it all the time. He's very intentional about letting me know how he feels.
Okay.
And not even just with words, with actions as well.
So then what the hell are you scared of? He's showing you.
Listen, I'm carrying around mountains.
You carrying a mountain.
I'm fucking carrying mountains. And and these mountains are in the 85%.
Yeah.
These mountains are in the 85% of shit that I'm just traumatized by.
Yeah.
And then the disorder that Zen talked about, I've looked that up because I've already felt it.
Mhm.
I take rejection to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the rejection, like some people will be rejected. Okay, fine, let's move on, find something else. I take rejection. It's almost like a personal attack. It affects me deeply.
Yeah, me too. No matter who it is, it could be family member, it could be a friend. If I care about you and I love you and you and it's rejection, it takes me to a place and it's horrible. I hate it.
Yes, I'm telling you. My son was Brady was supposed to come over on Friday night or Friday, like after school. And then he decided that he wanted to go see Black Panther with his friends instead. And he said, Mom, I'll just come over on Saturday morning and then you could take me to football practice. Do you know that like I sat with that? Like that shit fucked with me.
Yeah.
And then I had to like snap myself out of it. Like, Angel, he's 12 years old. Like if he wants to go fucking watch a movie with his friends,
yeah,
like that's okay.
Yeah.
It is okay. Like I don't want to ever project my shit onto my kids. You know what I mean? And so I had to call.
And that's crazy. I want to pause right there because that's one of the things that I had to unpack in my life. Being a single mom and having my son at 16 years old, I stuck to my son like he was my everything. Like when as he got older and he started navigating his own life and doing his own things, it used to hurt me. I used to feel lonely. I used to be like, oh my God, why isn't he, making an effort to be with me? Why isn't he?
What about me?
What about me? But I had to learn. And then when he went to jail 2 times, I felt like that was taken from me. So then when he came home from jail from his last bid, he's a grown ass man now. And I'm still depending on him to incorporate me in his life so much, like a needy mom. And I had to heal through that. But I realized that's how I am with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's why it's hard for me to let people go. So when I let people go that I love, it hurts me deeply. And then it also prevents me from expressing how I feel to those that I really, truly do love because I'm afraid that it's going to happen like everything else, like it's not going to work, or there's going to be a form of rejection or something like that. So that's that mountain you're talking about.
Carrying mountains. We're only meant to climb them. We're not meant to carry them.
Yeah, I am Jacinta said, is rejection a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. I am Jacinta, but when people are still dealing with their trauma and they're still unpacking a lot of things that have not been healed, it could be a bad thing for that particular person because they're still unpacking so much of everything else, right? But rejection by itself, I don't think it's a bad thing.
I think it can be a trigger though.
That's what I'm saying. If you have
Mhm.
trauma and you're
Mhm.
unpacking stuff, then it does become a bad thing because then it does become a trigger for you. Right. And that's that healing that we have to go through. Right. And the next person is not really responsible for our triggers.
Right.
And that's why you got to boss up, like I got to boss up, Angel,
Yeah.
and have the conversation. But what is it you want to say to him? Because he's already saying, I love you. He's already being intentional. What is it you need?
I think like I would like to have the conversation around exclusivity because and maybe this is a mountain I'm carrying around, right? Like I don't want to be caught by surprise. Like I don't want to be caught by, oh, you know what? I met somebody and I want to be, like we're gonna have to end this because whatever. But like you run that risk anyway. Like I was married and that shit happened. Like it doesn't matter. I would just like to have the conversation around exclusivity and expectations, right? Like what do you expect out of me? What are your expectations? Are you expecting that? I mean, I don't know. I just want to know like what his expectations are. And I want to share what my expectations are. And I think that there's some nervousness around that conversation,
It
right?
is. I get it. Because one of the things that I like, your average logical thinker said, if you have to ask, and he put a confused face. And I get that too, if you have to ask, because in one sense, we know how the person feels
No.
about us, right?
Mhm.
Like in my situation, I know
Mhm.
we good, right?
Same.
But how good though? Like like I know we good, but what I need, and this is what I need personally, I need to know: do you see a future with us? Do you see us
Mm.
growing together? Or is this all you see? Like us being whatever we are right now, right? Or is there more? And what does that more look like to you? You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
should we start talking about how do we get there? What steps do we need to get into this growth pattern, right?
Right.
And so that's what I need. That's what I
Mhm.
need. That's the conversation I want to have. Like, I want to feel a part of your life. I want you to feel a part of my life. What does that look like?
Mhm.
That's the conversation I want to have. Right?
Yeah.
And as easy as I said it to y'all, baby, my tongue be tied in a thousand
Mhm.
knots.
I know. I
I'll be
listen,
like this.
I
And you
feel
drink
that in
my
my
drink.
soul. I feel that in my soul. I know. I'm the same way. And honestly, I feel like Mister is the same way too. I feel like
Fire One said by date number 2, we know if you are for the streets or wife material. So then, Fire One, at what point does the man turn around and look at the woman and go, "Baby, I know you're not for the streets. You are for me, and I want to grow with you." Are men doing that, or do the women have to pull that out of the men? Like, not one woman I know. Well, there is one woman that I know, Brandilla, that jumped on here the other day talking about her man is being all intentional, talk about I choose you, I want you. That is like a unicorn, y'all. How many other men out here are blatantly looking at these women that they know are wife material and they are saying, I choose you, I want you, I'm intentional about you, I want to grow with you? Are men out here saying this,
or
fellas?
do they have trauma as well and they're afraid?
I know for a fact,
Mhm.
that's my issue. In the relationship that I'm in. We are
Mhm.
both walking around guarded. We got these fucking brick walls that are like up there. Like you can tell when I look at my boo and he look at me that there's a bunch of words behind our eyes. But them brick walls are like, don't fucking say them shits.
Do
How
you
are
also
we gonna
do
get
you
past
express
that?
love to do you express love to each other or no? I'm
How?
just curious.
How do we express it? Like what? Like the word?
Verbally. I love you. Yeah.
No.
After a year? Oh wow. Those are some serious walls. Those are some serious walls.
And you know the crazy shit is, I've almost said it so many times. And I'm like, bitch, don't say that shit.
Robin, he told me first. He told me first. But I know this isn't Coffee with Friends After Dark, but
I don't give a fuck. Say it anyway.
I didn't believe him because, I had his dick down my throat.
See, that I don't want that love. Now,
You know what I'm saying? So,
during
like,
sex,
do you really mean
you
it?
love me, I don't count that. Because you
That
have
doesn't
balls
really-
in my mouth.
Right. Do you
No.
really mean that right now? I'm like,
No.
nah.
I don't accept
Right.
words of endearment during sex, right?
Right. Like that's just talk.
this.
That's just talk. Right. But then we followed up. We followed up maybe a couple weeks after that. And I was just like, yo, was you just talking that night when we was in California? Like you was just running your mouth? And he was like, no. He was like, I really meant it. He was like, but like you encouraged the fuck out of me to say it.
See, exactly. Nancy said, do y'all go on dates? Fire one. Do y'all go on dates with a checklist? Twan said, are you comparing your past relationships to your future relationships? That's a great question, Twan. And hell the fuck no. That's the one thing I do not do. I do not pass them toxic motherfuckers experiences onto my new. The one thing, Twan, that I am learning in this new experience that I'm having is this is the best, absolutely the best dating experience I have ever had in my life. I cannot compare it to any other shit that I have had. And that is my 1000%.
This is
Okay?
new. This is
This
new.
is new. It is new.
This
This
is some
is
new
like,
shit.
you know when you get in your car and you like that new car smell, you just get in there and be like this.
Yes.
That's how I be when I'm around him. I be like, this is new shit.
This that new shit. This that new.
New shit. But
Ooh,
Twan,
that's gonna be his
great
nickname.
question.
I'm gonna call him Nunu.
Yeah. And Tina said, Twan, how do you not compare? People are so guarded these days because they don't want to experience the hurt again. And that part, a lot of people are walking around going, I love this bitch, but she gonna do the same thing my ex did, or is he gonna do the same thing my ex did? We do that. But I try not to do that. I do. I try not to do that. I give everybody a fair shot. But I do feel like, there are men out there that are so guarded. They don't, like my last relationship, one of the downfalls in my last relationship, one of them, because it was a few, was that when we got into an argument, he used to be like, oh, you remind me of my ex-wife. And I used to be like, what the fuck? Don't do that. Don't fucking compare me to your, hey, the fuck is going on here? I hate when motherfuckers do that.
Yeah.
That's like a button for me. Don't ever have an argument with me and be like, you remind me, of my ex-wife, and you acting like my old girlfriend. I will stab you.
Listen, I'll be triggered and catch a case, a second degree.
I'll be like Killer Sally around this bitch. Y'all better slow the fuck down. Okay? Right to marriage. You know how we get down. Fancy said women don't have to wait to ask no man. What y'all doing? But a lot of women can't handle the answer. But for whoever wants to know, ask. But shit, I wouldn't want to have to ask. So how long do you wait? Johnny said, wait, let me go up to Johnny because Johnny said the same shit. Johnny said you can tell in a guy's conversation what his intentions are. Like what? Because you know what? Fuck that shit. I thought I could tell in the guy's conversation I was with for 20 years. It was bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we ask? Like, why? Who said we can't ask? Like, why must we stay in relationships and not know for sure, right? So what I'm getting is we shouldn't ask. So we should just leave the relationship after 6 months. But what if that would have been the best relationship in our life? Why don't we ask? What's wrong with the woman asking? Listen, the one thing I would not do is propose to a man. But damn it, I'm gonna ask him what his intentions are with me.
Right. And when you ask, you need to be prepared for the answer.
But that's the part. What if he said, I have none?
Then he just
I'm
don't. Like,
gonna
what
go in the
are
toilet,
you gonna do next? What are you gonna do next?
be
You
on
have
the toilet.
no, you have to prioritize self, right? And then when you prioritize self, if something doesn't, remember the core values that I said they have to align. When you
Yep.
prioritize self, if his answer does not align with the things that you've outlined that are important to you, then you have to prioritize self. And sometimes prioritizing self means walking away.
Right. So Angel, you have the conversation with your boo, and he goes, I love you and everything, but I'm not looking for marriage or whatever. I don't know. What would you do?
Well, I'm not looking for marriage either, right? But if he were to say, like, I'm not looking to be exclusive with nobody, like, I'm just out here, then that doesn't align with what I'm looking for. Even though this experience is new, it's fresh, and everything feels good about it, if his core values don't align with my core values, then it's over.
True. But you know
And
what? I'm gonna be honest about that exclusivity. That's the one thing that I got out early. My issue here is I want to know what your intentions are with me going forward. I know that we're exclusive because before I put your naked dick in my mouth, I need to know that this naked dick ain't going in nobody else's mouth. Right. Now, not to say that he ain't gonna put it in somebody else's mouth, but I gotta go by his word, right? And so my whole thing is I need to know, you putting this naked shit in my mouth, you putting this naked shit up my crotches or wherever the fuck is going. I need to know who else you sleeping with. Because if you sleeping with
we did
somebody,
have that conversation. We did have that conversation.
okay, because you gonna wear fucking rubbers around here, and I might not suck that thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So exclusivity for me, that is one of the most important things in the beginning, but that still doesn't tell you what their intentions are. They could just be exclusive with you for that period of time, right?
And they could just be telling you that too.
And they could just be telling you that, but the point is he knows that if I get some shit on my lip, that if I cut his ass, then there was we had the fucking conversation.
Right.
If my shit start itching below, because my pH balance gets thrown off very easy. So if you come here and my shit start the fuck scratching, then I know that your ass is lying.
Right. Yeah.
But I need to know that part.
Zen is saying some shit right now. And I fucks with you, Zen. Real talk.
Wait, what Zen say? Wait a minute. Let me go up. Wait, Zen said, one thing that I learned about asking questions in relationships, I can get all up in my head and basically convince myself that things are different than they actually are. That part! That is the part!
That's at 85%.
Yes! So when I come and ask questions to clarify or make myself feel better, if I don't phrase it correctly, it could come across that I want the behavior I'm trying to avoid. Deep. Zen, get the fuck. Why you not on the live though?
Then fucking
you need to get on the live with this. This is deep. Zen said, example, if you want to ask, are we exclusive? What if he thought that you didn't want to be exclusive?
He interpreted that. Yes, I'm telling you.
That part, y'all. Because y'all probably both sitting there overthinking.
And I'm almost convinced that Nunu is thinking the same shit that I'm thinking.
Yes.
He doesn't want to rock the boat. I don't want to rock the boat.
Yes.
We just ain't having the fucking conversation. But I think like if we have this conversation, our relationship goes to the next fucking level.
And what is that? Does that scare you?
Shit, yes.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Me too.
100%. And like I got some shit going on with my older son, Anthony. I done kicked him out the house. Like it's some stuff. Like, right. And I am afraid that
to bring that in.
Right. I'm afraid that he's looking at that situation because he's aware he has a front row seat to it. I'm
Mhm.
afraid that he's looking at that like, ooh, I don't want that. Like, that's a
Mhm.
lot. You know what I'm
That,
saying?
that 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 was one of the demises of my 20-year relationship. Why he never put both feet in the door? Because my son was like a handful, and
Mhm.
he went to the Who Scout twice, and our family core values were different. He thought I should put him out, and I was like, "Fuck you, no." And so that kind of damaged our relationship too, because I think he was thinking like, I don't know if I want to put both feet in the door with this shit. So that's a lot, and I understand why you're thinking about that. I do.
Mhm.
Um,
Yep.
I am DeSanta said that's why you scared, Robin, because it's the best one you had thus far. I know. I don't
Mhm.
want to mess it up.
Same here. I am Jacinta. Same exact thing.
It's the best experience I've had. And
Mhm.
my mother, she's not on here yet this morning. I don't think she is. She said to me, she said, Robin, you are so lucky. And I said, for real? She said, you get out of relationships and it's like, the next thing is just there. And I was like, it just so happened. It wasn't planned or anything like that. But
Yeah.
the beauty of it is that we were friends already. Right. And so,
Mm.
I'm so comfortable around the person. It's just, I don't wanna.
That's huge. So he's been there.
Yeah. He's been there around always. You
Mhm.
know. Um, Fire One said, yeah, we as men want to be on cloud nine also. But date to not doing, we going to just hit. And if she keeps letting you hit, we do it until we find that cloud nine chick. So rule one, the woman is in control. So how do we know when y'all asses is on cloud nine? Mm.
He said, wait, what? Date what?
Said, yeah, we as men want to be on cloud nine. So when they find that chick that puts them on cloud nine,
Mhm.
they're good. But
Okay.
they'll keep smashing you until they find that chick that gets them to cloud nine.
Oh, okay. And I think, you know what, with this relationship, I waited. I don't remember I told you, like, we haven't had sex. We haven't even talked about sex off the table. And I think that played a big part in where we are today because we really got to know each other.
Have you
We-
met any of his family members yet?
His daughter,
That's big.
that's huge. Are you kidding me?
That's
She's
big.
7.
That's big.
And he has never introduced her to anybody
That's
like that he's
big.
dated before. Yeah.
His mom.
He is not in communication with his parents or like any of his family.
Okay. But you met his daughter. So
I
that's
met
big.
his daughter.
Well,
Uh-huh.
like Johnny said, he's moving with intention.
Mhm.
Okay. Johnny said, I feel myself a little irritated with this conversation, but I get it. You all need validation and security, and that's what love
Mhm.
looks like for y'all.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
But
need to be reassured. I need to be affirmed. I
yeah.
need to
But
be I need
Johnny, because this is a healing platform, a lot of us have trauma. So the fuck, you know?
but even without that, words of affirmation is like my second love language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I need to hear it. I need to see it, but I need to hear it as well.
Mm. Oh, your average logical thinker said, if you're dating a guy for a year and both haven't said I love you, you should be dating multiple people. Oh shit. You mean I need to open up my door? Thank you, our average logical thinker. I'm gonna tell that motherfucker next time I see him, I love him.
I think
This shit.
y'all I think y'all are telling each other that you're saying that you love each other, but you're not saying it with words.
No, no.
Mhm.
But he shows up for me.
That's what I'm saying. And
Yeah,
you do
he shows
too.
up for me.
Mhm.
And we're there for each other, right? I mean, damn,
Mhm.
yo. I met his mama. That means something. The fuck? She came up here. Zen said, in my opinion, core value conversations should be had early in the relationship. That way you know whether to proceed or not. Very important part of screening process. I did have the core value conversations. I did do that in the beginning. That's why this relationship is so special to me, because we share a lot of the same core values, right? I just
Mhm.
want to make sure that we're going to continue to share them together as it goes on, right? I love that. Y'all are on point today.
I'm
All
telling
right.
you.
I am just to say, I get that, but stay open. Zen said I was going to jump on, but I didn't see a guest link. I did. How you think?
I didn't show up. I went in my
How did you think Angel got on?
no, I went in my history. I went in my history to get on.
Oh, you did? I
Yeah.
put it up there. I
On
thought
mine,
I put it up
it
there.
showed up as just a question mark on mine, and I was like, "Oh hell no, I'm getting on here." So I went my
Oh, okay. I thought I put the guest link up there. Oh, there goes Zen. Cause I'm like, y'all done took the conversation. Hey, baby.
Hey,
Listen, y'all deep today in the ocean. What the hell? We down there with the octopus and shit. Ah.
hi Angel.
Hi Zen, cousin Zen, my
So why we
family.
so
She makes
grown and
me
old
blush.
and scared?
What happened,
Why we so old and grown and scared?
girl? Listen, this is some stuff. I've never experienced what y'all are talking about, but I can definitely empathize, especially the topic, not necessarily the other stuff we're talking about. I mean that I think everyone's experienced, especially Angel, what you said you were going through. Very, very. I'm always up here. I
Mhm.
live up here, right?
I'm an
And
old
that's
sister.
what I was saying. Like my therapist tells me every session, most of what you are thinking about will never come to fruition.
85%.
And that's I would never even think about it in the terms of a statistic, but yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Mhm.
And it's deep. It's deep. But what I was talking about with because I do live up here, I've come to Eric before and I've asked him questions, things that I probably should have thought about before I actually, whatever. But when you have ADHD, you have a impulsivity to kind of just let the
Blurt
shit
it out.
come out
Mhm.
without thinking it all the way through.
Mhm.
And I've hurt him.
Mm.
Like I a couple times have made him cry, and he does not cry. That's not him.
Yeah.
And it's so now I'm very careful
Yeah.
that if I am up in here and I'm feeling some kind of way, if I'm going to approach a subject where I think it needs to be discussed,
Mhm.
I need to make it look like it's not something that I'm asking for, but something that I'd like to understand
Mhm.
because of whatever I'm not feeling as secure, or that I need to be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you have to
Those
you
I statements are very helpful, Zen, right? Instead of saying like, "Well, you make me feel this way," it's "I feel
I
yes,
feel.
fill in
right,
the blank,"
Yeah.
right?
right.
Word matters. Wording matters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then why, right? You have to, it's
Mhm.
like, I feel this way, but why? And that's the important, and that's the part I never answer now, because I will say, hey, listen, this is what I've been feeling and thinking about lately, and I just want to talk to you about it, just to kind of like get through it and see if you can help me out. I don't answer the question because I'm not the only one in the relationship. I want us to come to the answer together.
Yes.
A
Right?
collaborative approach. Yeah.
Exactly.
Therapy is
Why are you feeling this way?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and
I
that's
love
when
that.
we've identified things that we can both work on to move forward, to have a better relationship. And it's just part of communication.
Yeah.
And I'm just an idiot enough that I just like shit just comes out of my mouth and I want to talk about things all the time. And, luckily he's patient enough to let me without judging me too much.
I love that. I love that. The one thing is, at our age, as we get older, I mean, I know we're all different ages on here, but as we live our life through experiences, there are so many people that are so guarded, right? That have been hurt, that don't want to go down the same rabbit hole, that don't want to be disappointed. And I honestly feel that some of the shit that be going on in my head, it probably going around in his head too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And Johnny Leon Hill, I totally agree with what you just said.
Mhm.
And that's why I was saying it's very, very important to phrase it correctly, to make sure that you're coming to the table not accusing, but more just trying to ask, that so that it's beneficial to both of you.
Right. Yeah. So, Angel, when you have that conversation eventually, right? And he says, "Well, what is it?" I know.
Listen, I don't envy you, not in the least, because I am like, rejection to me is debilitating. Like
It is.
it will shut me down
Yeah.
for
Yes.
weeks.
I'm gonna be on the toilet. See, she's sweating.
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna be on the toilet. Listen, so Angel, when you have that conversation, right? Because I'm asking you for me too.
Okay.
Let me know how it goes.
Right.
Let me know what you did so I know not to do that if it turns out
Exactly.
badly.
Exactly. When you have this conversation, right? Are you gonna be prepared to say what it is you want out of the relationship? Because you got to be prepared for that too.
I think that I should lead the conversation with that.
Okay.
I think I should lead with what my intentions are, what my desires are, and ask. I mean, I don't want to ask if like if he aligns with that, because this can't be. This has to be an open-ended like discussion. It can't be. I can't pose it in a way where he can answer yes or no.
Mm.
I'm
Yes.
taking notes. I'm taking notes because what? Shoot. Right.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
it
like
has to be. It has to be like a collaborative discussion.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
desire this. Can you tell me like what you're looking for as well?
Yeah.
Or these are my intentions. What are yours? I think, is that good? Is that okay?
I
Lily,
don't
what?
know the fuck. I'm waiting to see. So I can do it too. I don't know.
Go
Is
ahead
that
and
good,
help
y'all?
me.
Is that good, y'all?
What
So
are you looking to clarify? I guess that's what
yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure
that's
out.
kind of where I'm a little lost. Like, what is
Um,
exactly what are your desires? Try them out on us first.
Yeah, we guinea pigs. Come on. Do it.
Um,
We can't reject you. Just do it.
I'm putting her on the spot.
okay.
I am
I'm
him.
the interview.
We are him.
Okay. I really love what we have, and I would really like to build on it.
But
Like, I want to see.
Stop that, Zen. See, you making her nervous.
well, I'm just saying that's
Oh,
what I
yeah,
was
true.
thinking, but I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. This is
I want
great,
to.
but okay.
I want us to. I don't fucking know. Shit.
No, you messing up. No.
She's not.
Do
messing
it
up.
over. We
This is
him.
practice.
Okay. Okay, Nunu. I love you, and I love what we have so far, and I want to continue building on what we have. Like, this is a great foundation. I think that this is something that I want to pursue further. Like, this is I could really see us like moving forward into the future together. I see this as something long term. I'm looking for what is the word? Longevity and permanency. Like, it doesn't have to be marriage, but like, I see myself with you for like growing old together.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I and honestly, like, this is what I desire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Johnny gets on my fucking nerves.
Johnny is a fucking annoying. Look, Johnny. He said that's why Ryan Gosling was screaming, "What do you want?"
What do you want?
I love that. I love that movie.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it? Oh my God, Zen,
No.
it is the
That's
best
your
love
homework.
story.
That is your homework.
You need to go watch that.
That is your
I can't
Your
watch
average
anything
thinker
sappy.
said, if you got to ask, put your big girl panties on and just lay it on the line. Blessings on talk. Yes, average thinker.
Wow.
Get us thinker. Get us logical thinker. Put us in line. Check us.
No, I don't. I disagree.
Really?
Yes. Listen, it's not if you got to ask. Sometimes there are shit that you make up in your head that you
Yes,
convince
me.
yourself of.
Me.
And it's not, and it may not actually be true. So if it's not that if you have to ask, then you should already know, is basically what that statement said.
Exactly.
But if you have to ask, why are you questioning? And that is the reason that you need to have that conversation. It's not
that part.
Right. But what is putting the doubt there, right? And you got to be, let's use the word intentional, because it's very important. Is it one of my past traumas creeping into this relationship?
That part.
You know, is it something that I saw in someone else and never thought about, or if it could impact my relationship? These are the things that you could question that may not even exist, right? You're
Yes.
bringing these to light now.
Yes.
And you're breathing life into them, especially if you say the words out loud. I feel like if you put anything out in words, vocally, you are manifesting. Even if you're just talking to yourself.
True.
Don't
Now,
do
the
it.
average logical thinker said, I'm sorry, but men are extremely intentional and have no issue letting you know. If he doesn't have intentions, he simply won't say anything.
I don't know if I agree with
I
that.
don't know. I'm not a man. I can't say. My experience with
The
this
thinker
man.
got me on here hurting my feelings now. What the fuck?
Yeah, but Robin, with your situation, this is my question for you. Do you want to get married to him? Do you choose him?
I choose him.
Do you want to get married to him?
You know, marriage is a big word. I don't know. I don't necessarily need marriage, right?
Okay.
But I
But you need
do.
commitment.
I need a commitment.
Mhm.
I'm a shackable person. Live in the same fucking house with me,
Same.
right? You know, marriage to me, I'm two-way street with marriage. If we're gonna shack together, I'm papered up always. Will, living will, life insurance policies. So a motherfucker may as well marry me because by the time I lawyer up and paper up with them, it's gonna cost us money, right? And so what I want is a commitment.
Yeah.
I want to grow. I want to know you are my person. I want to know that you're going to show up for me in times of need. I want you to be my safe space, someone that I can come to and talk to with my deep and darkest
So
secrets and pains. And I know that you won't use them against me as a weapon because you love me.
That, yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I want. And that's what I'm going to say when I get up the fucking guts to say it.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna do some of that. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I want. You know, because for me, I mean, I know I want that because in the relationships that I've had, that was one of the things that was missing. They did not show up for me. So and I don't mean show up like I'm at the bus stop and you the fuck show up. I don't mean that. I mean show up for me mentally, physically, spiritually, in any aspect that I need to know that I can rely on you, that you're going to be there when I look right, when I look left. You're going to be my person.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Right? Whether that's marriage or whether we're living under the same roof, I want that. And also the other thing that I want is I want a blended family, right? One of the things that I did not have with my last relationship was his kids graduate. I didn't get invited. I felt like we were operating separately, right? Because the baby mama didn't want me there and shit like that. Now, I don't want that. I want to be in a relationship where, because, you know, me dealing with my own trauma, my platform is a healing platform where we talk about family, we talk about community. I want to be a part of a blended family. Right? I want to know that your core family values match mine. I love my family. Do you love yours? And are we going to do this together? That's what I want. And so that's what I'm going to say. And so that's why when I met his mother, it was so important to me because no one has ever made it so official to like, I'm meeting somebody's mama. Like, I'm meeting somebody's mama. You know, so I thought it was good. So that would be the conversation. Yeah, that would be the conversation that I'm having. So sometimes, yeah, people don't always say they love you outright because people are guarded. But in his actions, I feel it.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say love is not like, love isn't a feeling. I never say fall in love or nothing like that. Because like when you say fall in love, it implies that you have no control over it. And I believe
he just fell off the roof or some shit.
Exactly. Like you know, I'll say I grow in love. I grew in love with the person. But I feel like love is a choice.
Yeah.
And I want to be chosen. Like I want to.
But that part, and this is what I tell people all the time. Zen, you ask me, am I choosing him? Yes, I'm choosing him. But that's not enough for me. Right?
It's
I
not.
need him to choose me. I feel that men choose their women. I'm talking about I don't know what it's like in the same
I
sex,
got it. Yeah.
but
Go
you
ahead.
understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Hmm.
Men choose women because I have chosen men
Yeah.
time
Mhm.
and time again,
And
and
they
they
didn't
didn't
choose
choose
you back,
me. Meaning
right?
that they didn't show up for me. That's not choosing me. They didn't put
Uh-huh.
both feet in the door in the relationship. They didn't choose me. You put an engagement ring on my finger and I wore it for 8 years. That's not choosing me. Those
Right.
are things that are not choosing me. I'm choosing you. I'm here. I'm dedicated to you,
Right.
but you're not dedicated to me. So
Mhm.
beyond me choosing him, I need him to choose me.
Yeah. 100. It's like
And
that.
that inclusive part is super important too, right?
Yeah.
So my ex-husband, I'm super close. I've told you before, like we have a great relationship.
Yeah.
Like that's like one of my best friends, my
My
ex-husband.
ex is
Mhm.
my best friend,
And then
one of my good friends.
his parents are still my parents. I still call them mom and dad. His
Mhm.
siblings, those are still my brother and my sisters.
Yep.
Like we when we go to Braden plays in regionals for footballs. Braden plays at regionals this weekend. Everybody's going.
Yeah.
Like my ex's family is going. Nunu is going.
Blended
Mama,
family.
everybody, and they've
Yeah.
already all met.
Yeah.
Like Nunu has met my ex in-laws, and we've all hung out
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that
My
is
first
important.
husband's in-laws came to my dad's funeral. I'm all
Mhm.
about blended families. Like if you
Yeah.
come to my family's functions, my mother, who's been divorced from
Mhm.
my father, is sitting right up in there with my father's brothers and shit.
Yeah.
Right? Other baby mamas, kids are grown. We have kids. We're cousins. So the exes are in there. The
Yeah.
fuck? We are a
He's
blended
there.
family. We ain't trying to fight. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And so that's what I need. I know that that's what I need, and that's what I appreciate. I don't ever want to be with another man who got to go to his child's graduation, and I'm your woman, and I'm not
And you
invited.
can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does make you feel like you're on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so I love y'all. Average, don't be laughing at me, Roy. I heard that papered up because I'm not playing. Listen, that 20-year relationship, a lot of people call me stupid when I built what you call my house, McMansion. When I built my
Yeah.
house in Sparta, and Zen was disrespectful and called it a McMansion
It had
because
no character.
it looked like everybody's house because all
It
the
looked like every other house.
yeah. He was like McMansion, but that's all right. Like I built my house. We had a lot of shit invested, a lot of years together, but we were papered the fuck up. We had a lawyer, right? We had a lawyer, and so we were protected. So either I'm going to be in a situation like that, or I'm not opposed to getting married again. But I want to be chosen. That's it, and that's the fuck all.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, and that's all.
Everybody does, I think. Right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Everybody wants to have their feelings reciprocated.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
But
Yeah.
Angel, one thing you said about love, I never thought that love was like a real thing. I thought it was just things that people said, right? Because I didn't understand. I'm very logical, like your average logical thinker, and I wasn't really emotional or in touch with my emotional side. But until I met Eric, I didn't know what love was. And now I understand why they say when you fall in love, because I didn't feel like I had a choice. It was like two comets being pulled into the same orbit that you just can't bust out of. And it was quick.
Yeah.
I mean, we met in June.
Question.
We saw each other every day for like the first 2 years of the relationship. We moved in together in September. From June to September, like 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
That was it. We just knew.
Mm-hmm. I have a follow-up question. Do you choose him now, though?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. It's a choice. It's a choice. So that initial chemistry, that initial bond, that initial reaction to the interaction, I'm not convinced that that's always love. Sometimes it is, and I'm not like discrediting or devaluing what
I get it.
But I'm saying that not every day is like that.
No.
So when the days are not like that,
No.
when the days or even weeks, because sometimes it's a period where there's discord, there's, you know what I mean? Like everything is not like that first June, September. what happens when you get into a season when it's not like that? You still choose him. You still choose him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He chooses you.
Yeah.
Listen,
And for that reason, I say that it is a choice.
but it is that reason that helps to make the choice easier,
Uh-huh.
right?
Because you have
Because it
that.
kind of reinforces, or at least it's a little bit of the glue that you
Mhm.
need to kind of hold everything together.
Yeah.
And when you know, like there have definitely been times, right? They say that if you're going to break up in a relationship, it's usually at I think 7, 16,
Mhm.
20
21.
something. Yeah. But those are the years that typically relationships end. We have experienced stress around those times. And I didn't know that, you know, those figures at any point in time until just recently. But yeah, of course, it comes up as, you know, is this right for me? Are we moving in the same direction still? But that's a reality check-in for any relationship,
Yeah.
right? If people meander throughout life, their values change, their trajectories change. You may not be going in the same direction as your partner.
Now,
Right.
Madison said, I think y'all should ask your dudes because these titles dictate actions. You won't see the CEO mopping floors or vice versa. Men will date you forever. Interior said, at Madison, I have heard that too. Men will do whatever we allow them to. Yes. Wow. Fancy K said, listen, we must plan to do a Coffee with Friends topic party in person. I know we're going to do it in NOLA. Interior said, y'all what is official topic posted for today again? It don't matter, Interior. We know, Coffee with Friends.
Their
We do
guidelines.
what we want. We don't follow the
guideline.
Whatever. Uncle Clegg said, as a man, I'm going to be straight up. From the beginning, I was taught to say what you mean and mean what you say, and let that person decide if they want to deal with whatever you bring in. I agree with that. Fire One said, don't ask, not yet. Fire One, me don't ask, not yet. It's been a year. Fancy said, okay, ladies, at what point do y'all absolutely want to know what y'all doing? Like how soon? Great question. At how soon in a relationship do you start thinking about what you want from the relationship? Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? Is it a year? What? See, me, it took me to the year. And then I was like, okay, I'm at a year now. Let me start thinking about what I want to do.
And I'm 3 months in, and I'm like, okay, what?
Oh, you 3 months in?
Has it only been
It
3
feels
months?
like longer. I feel like it's been
because we've done so much.
True.
We've experienced so much. We just matched on Bumble like August 1st.
Oh, so it's new.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool.
It is,
but
cool.
It's crazy, like
It
how
is
quick
cool.
it is. So this is, you're actually right on time then. You know what I'm saying? Like to talk about in 3 months, you can have that exclusive conversation.
Oh,
and
Because in 3 months, the person that you present should align with the person who you really are.
True.
In 3 months.
So Fancy said, how long?
On both sides.
3 months for you.
I think so.
I had the exclusive conversation early. So I knew I was the only one smashing. Right? I knew we were the only ones seeing each other, but still, even in that space, a year, now it's a year. What are we doing? Are we growing? That's my next conversation. But yes, you're right. I feel like 3 months is a good time. Fancy K, what do y'all think? Y'all think 3 months is a good time to start figuring out exclusivity? Average logical thinker saying, Angel, that's a man with intentions. 3 months he told you he loves you and spends time. You're on target. Okay, you're on target.
Yeah.
All right. Mom didn't say I love you, but we spend a lot of time together.
Not with words.
Not with words. We spend a lot of time together. He takes care of me. He shows up for me. Just no damn words.
Smells like love to me. But
Madison said, if he's not ready and you are, move on. Most of us have more years behind us than in front of us. True. And Tyria said at Unclay, can you advise your fellow comrades? Because this is excellent advice. True. Ghost said, I made it to Cloud 9 on our first meetup at Pepperoni's. All right, Fancy K got her man. Laugh
Yeah.
out loud. I want to know that as well. How are y'all feeling when y'all on Cloud 9? What does that look like, fellas? The ladies need to know. Yeah, what do the fellas feel when y'all are on Cloud 9? Do y'all think about us?
What does that mean?
Like Cloud 9, like for me, when I'm on Cloud 9, I be thinking about him. I be watching movies going, ooh, that could be us.
Mhm.
You know, what's he doing today? Am I going to see him?
They're not thinking.
You
What about
see
that
him in
last-
everything in your world, right?
I see him in everything. Like, I look over there and I be like, he could be sitting in that chair right the fuck now.
Or he would like that.
Like, he would
Or
like
he would
that.
do
Or
that.
maybe we could take this trip together.
You could
That's
do
Cloud
that.
the fuck
No,
9.
that's no. It's that no. It's
No,
not the
stop
same.
it, Zen. Stop it. Men don't feel like that. Y'all don't see us
No.
every day of your
No, because to listen, once you make and again, let's go back to the decision. Once that man chooses you, that's it. It's just a choice. You're my girl. You're my guy. Whatever. Like that's it. It's not. I'm not gonna, get into like, oh, what's our wedding gonna be like?
But
and-
that's what we think in our head as girls.
I
We
know.
do. We're
I
girls.
know, but guys don't.
So
They're
then we're
like,
asking
listen,
y'all, how
I'm
do
gonna
you
have the permanent pussy now.
right? But what do guys Cloud 9 feel like? What does a guy's Cloud 9 feel like? Average thinker said, would you consider dropping your guard to see if he will follow suit? Yep, I'm about to. The average thinker, and I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. I'm about to do that because I did ask the other day if he's guarded, and he did admit that he was, and so I know that he is. So I'm gonna put my big girl panties on, like the period size ones, and I'm just gonna.
You just gave me a good idea. What if I ask the question?
Mhm.
Like, are you afraid of having this conversation? Are you nervous about having a conversation about
No,
where?
I don't ask it like that. How I asked
Don't
my
ask it like
question
that?
was when we were talking, it just casually came out, and I said, I noticed you're guarded.
Mhm.
And he said, yeah. I said, because I say stuff to you all the time that's emotional and stuff and blah, 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 la, la, la. And I noticed that you're guarded. And that's how that conversation happened. So I know that he's guarded, right? So I know that I got to put my big girl panties on, like the average said. And I'm going to take the lead. And I'm going to be like, this is how I feel. And this is what I want. And are you my person? That's it. And I'm going to deal with whatever comes with that, guys. So if I come on my show one day and I'm crying, snot nose tears, just comfort me, okay? The fuck?
Just tell me you're filling out
When are you
paperwork.
doing this, Robin?
Tell me you're filling out
Next time I
paperwork
see him.
and you need to put an emergency contact and say, "Can you be my person?"
Can you be my ice?
Yep. Next time I see him, I'm going to say it. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to let y'all the fuck know. I'm going
I'm gonna do it this weekend.
All right.
Because we're driving, we got like a 3-hour drive there, a 3-hour drive back. Like
Oh,
I'm
shit.
doing
Right,
it.
and nobody can jump out the car.
Oh,
So
wait.
Everybody can
Hold
jump
up.
out.
Hold up. Don't lock people in cars where they can't, like, if they're not ready to have a conversation and you're like, oh, well, why? Right? And then it kind of escalates. Now you're locked in the same space for a period of time. Don't do it.
It's just 3 hours though.
Johnny said
That
Cloud
was a
9.
long fucking time.
Johnny said Cloud 9 for guys is the same. We just come down faster than women.
Okay. Post nut.
Your average logical thinker. That's funny. Fancy said, okay, Ghost Mob, what does that feel like and how did you know? What does that mean? You were intrigued. You wanted to know more. Ghost said, a feeling in the pit of my stomach. Yes, talk about it. A feeling I still get to this day every time I see you or your name comes across my screen. I feel like this is it, and there's no way there's anything better out there for me.
There you go.
Can you send that sentence to my man? That paragraph. That's beautiful. I love it.
I need to go get on YouTube.
Now, Fancy K, don't come on this damn show trying to act like you don't know what your man is about, because he done told all of us, okay? Don't say, yes, there is. Now, he done told us all. Now, don't talk about Ghost now. Ghost now. You done said, Yeah, you done
No,
said what
we'll
you said.
talk about ghosts. You can't talk about ghosts.
Oh, Zen keep dropping these gems. I know, I love him. Ghost said the scary part about being on cloud 9 about somebody is the possibility of finding out you're on the cloud alone.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that's the unrequited.
That's the
right?
fear of rejection. That's what we started with.
Well, that's falling or getting the feelings and they're not reciprocated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, and that's, I mean, who had, I've fallen in love with friends before thinking that, you know, there was something there and there wasn't, you know?
Yeah.
And that hurts. That's rejection. It's a form
That's
of
rejection. That is rejection.
Yeah.
And Tyria said, okay, I have a question. Does being on cloud 9 mean you are vulnerable as well? Yeah. I think it's a vulnerability there. You opening up yourself to love. Yeah.
If you share it with them, if you communicate some of those feelings when you're on cloud 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even you're vulnerable even yourself, because if you
yeah.
are on cloud 9, right, and you basically opened yourself up, you've taken your walls down for the most part, right?
They
And
may
you've
not
got some
know.
that are, huh?
They might not know your walls are down, but it within yourself.
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
And then whatever, you know, catalyst comes from the outside from that other person, that could impact you, right? It could send you into a spiral because it's not felt the same way. Or, you know, steal your reserve, right? And make you, you know, work harder, push harder to get where you want to be.
Wait, Ghost said, question coffee with friends. I'm going to stab him. Y'all didn't ask and have the convo about what each other's intentions are before y'all put their dicks in your mouth? You know what?
No.
Not always. No.
Why?
Sometimes it slips.
Sex. My intention was to put the dick in my mouth. I mean,
I tripped. I fell on it, and it went.
It slipped in my mouth.
I rolled over, and it was just there in my mouth. I don't know.
But I'm gonna send you something. It's this thing that my friend found on Reddit. I don't have anybody else's contact information, otherwise I can't.
Oh my God.
It's this woman that's basically, do you ever like give drunk like sleep head, like you're sleeping, but they put their, you know?
Yeah.
So this guy put a cucumber next to his girl's mouth, and she's like rubbing it, and then all of a sudden she starts to suck it. She opens her eyes and realizes what it is, and fucking beats the shit out of him.
Exactly. I can see that happening. Johnny said most men cloud 9 last for 9 months to a year, while most women stay there for a year to a year and a half. Okay. All right.
I gotta go to work, y'all. I gotta go.
I know. Me too. We all do.
I'm gonna put it on the TV so I could work and listen.
All right. Go ahead. Because I gotta go to work too. But
Okay,
guys, you know, listen, y'all been the bomb on here. This was a great show, y'all. It wasn't the topic we had up here, but this is Coffee with Friends. Anybody that joins Coffee with Friends, we put topics up here, and sometimes we don't talk about that topic, but that's okay. We still get out a conversation. Thank you, Zen, as always, being my co-host and Angel. And I want to say this, y'all. Wasn't the sound quality on point today? Yes, Angel. Yes, Zen. Well, Zen sound quality is always on point, but Angel sound quality was on point today. And we had a good conversation. Average logical thinker, I appreciate you. You chimed in today. You were on point. We love sharing each other's perspectives. The one thing that we do on this show is respect each other, right? This is real life conversation, real shit. We are dealing with real people's fears, real people's traumas. We are out here trying to heal together, right? As a people. I love it. All right. And so with that, y'all, you know me, I'm going to send y'all out with the positive vibes. Because no matter how low you feel, no matter how your day starts out, I'm going to tell you what.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. And with that, y'all, I'm out. Going for now, never forever. Peace. Get this message on your way out. Hey.
To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief.
Hey.
Better see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy.
What?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
What?
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Hey.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer to no man, I still go. Go. Peace, y'all. I'm out.
Go, go, go,